And what we'll continue with the show, taking a look at what the papers are saying to get our own, shall I say, views and, just with some of the headlines. And we're going to be starting right about now.
With the complete sports, that one is right in front of me. A lot of stories in front of the paper, but let's still stay with the FIFA presidency. That's giving us a lot of reasons to talk sports. Chief Segun Odegbami has announced that he wants to go for the presidency. We're waiting for the other confirmation to come out. Former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu, but we're not yet sure of his confirmation. FIFA presidency, Odegbami rejects NFF conditions, refuses to hobnob with corrupt elements. And
wow.
That's
deep.
That's statement of intent.
Yeah. Odegbami rejects NFF conditions. And we had the president of the NFF here. We tried to let him understand that those conditions were a little bit...
Those hurdles were for anybody to cross.
You could tell that some sections will say it doesn't seem like the NFF wants to support his candidacy. And him coming out now to say, I would do this.
But again, we have to ask, if that is the way it's done in other climes, then will we be right to say that it's difficult for to do here?
But when you tell someone that has been involved in football for like forever, played at the highest level, is a football ambassador in this country, I was an academy. He needs to go to his state FA.
So much
he needs to go to the NSC. He needs to come back to NFF. Go back to CAF. Come on, it's pregnant with millions. People will start seeing different things to it. And I'm sure Segun Odegbami is saying, like, this is the federation. They're supposed to support us. I'm not new to football, and if I say I want to go to for the FIFA presidency, they should make it a little bit easy. He also spoke to me. They've written to the NFF. He has written to the NFF for over 2 weeks now. The NFF yet to respond.
I think
that's a new angle.
Without holding brief for the NFF, I think it's all about political survival.
Yeah.
And the president made it clear. It has nothing to do with the personality of the person involved. I think it's all about political survival. But I also think that even though these two issues are looking like two parallel lines, we should find a way to make it meet, to make it meet. This is one of the best Nigeria has to offer, talking about Chief Segun Odegbami. And if somebody like that throws his heart into the ring, there should be a way, for us to forget politics and see how we can push this.
Remember
forward.
His dream when he wanted West Africa, as a sub.
He's always had lofty ideas.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, this is not the sort of man that the NFF should make feel frustrated, or we can't support you the way you think we can support you. First thing first, the NFF needs to acknowledge his letter. He says he has written a letter. He has told them his ambition, and nobody is here to speak to him. The only time he got to hear about this from the NFF was when the president of the NFF was on our show. So I think this
somebody has to start.
Yeah, there's so much disconnect.
Some clarifications in the football
The
house.
NFF needs to come out and say, look, we were proud of Nigeria. This is the bold step.
Yeah.
And the man has come out to say he has tagged his audacity to dream. He believes that there's nothing wrong. He
does deserve the chance. He does deserve the chance. So we'll see all of those things pan out in the days to come. But one thing we're sure of, Chief Segun Odegbami has told us what he wants to do, and we'll see what the other parties would do with his dream. Sporting Live, Thursday edition. And this one, lead story here. Olise's elder brother, I don't take bribes. I don't take bribe for transfers. Churchill denies Facebook account, rubbishes link with Manchester City. This is hot, really. Hot is loaded, is a time bomb.
You should get a copy and see
the
details.
I want to be careful with my comments so that minutes will not be read.
No, I don't think we have to say anything on that.
I don't really know much about it. So you can just grab a copy, read it, and form your opinion about this. But there are other stories, as you would expect, in and around the UEFA Champions League, and of course Europa League, and of course, talking about the Falcons, I think I should read this one. Falcons coach blames poor feeding for loss. How about that for an excuse? How about that for an excuse?
When I was saying it yesterday, you guys don't know what I was talking about. When you're dealing with the ladies, make them comfortable. particularly when you want them to go and win gold because they didn't qualify for the Olympics. They can come out with any sort of excuse. So the NFF also needs to handle that one. You were not feeding the players that you wanted to
NFF president, please. We want to know what happened on that one. All right, Sports Day is what I have here with me. Loads of interesting stories as well. With the big one, that's on page 4. Aluko dazzles in Hull City win as Tigers soar to a 2-0 away victory at Cardiff. Sonny Aluko has been out of the Super Eagles for a while, but let's hope that if he keeps putting some fine performances like this, he'll definitely get back into the side. Aziza Toshola talking about Falcons. She believes that they can get the bronze. You can read up that on page 4. And of course, the UEFA Champions League injuries rock in the under-23 team as they threaten bronze medal consolation as CSS squad confronts All Africa Games host. Well, threatening a bronze medal consolation, I don't know. I don't think that will speak well. They just have to, whatever they have, they say making the best of a bad situation, whatever there is, just do the job, and we can take it up from there when they come back home.
Okay. Some tweets coming up right now. Cecilia Morgan, we can't wait to have Cecilia back. She's letting us know that National Under-20 coach Manu Garba has been confirmed as the new coach of Giwa FC. Thank you, Cecilia. Keep them coming, particularly athletics. Cecilia loves athletics so much. And Abisoye saying English football is only good in the home front. 3 English clubs lost on day 1 of the UEFA Champions League. Says even Chelsea won against a weak side.
My sentiments exactly. Same here. Abisoye, I agree with you on that one. They played against a weak side, gave away penalties, all of. But we'll see. It's just match day 1.
We'll come out with it. Okay, Eko Sipran Namdi saying good morning, guys. What about the D Tigers semi-final match? Sipran, where have you been all morning? We told you that D Tigers, they lost by just a point.
It's actually about the D Tigers.
D Tigers, actually. Sorry, D Tigers semi-final match. They're playing today. They are really, really tough one against Angola. Angola. So D Tigers, they're playing.
I'm scared already.
I'm scared already.
Don't be.
Come on.
We were almost overconfident talking about Nigeria, Egypt, but we reserved our comments for Nigeria, Angola. Now we've lost against Egypt, so
let's just reserve our comments.
To be on the same side
against Angola, they have shown good character. And for me, I think that can take you to a lot of places. What was the difference again with Arsenal and then Dinamo Zagreb? Character. They lost it because they were distracted.
Well, you might also want to tilt a little bit, like Arsenal got a red card.
Who knows? Why did you get a red card?
We're talking basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we're talking basketball.
With 1 point.
And then we have the UEFA Champions League people, definitely. Chelsea 4-0 winners over Maccabi Tel Aviv. Dinamo Zagreb 2-1 winners over Arsenal. A whole lot of job for the Gunners to do as the Champions League progresses. AS Roma playing a 1-0 draw with star-studded FC Barcelona at the Stadio Olimpico. Olympiacos losing 3-0 to Bayern Munich. Valencia 3-2 loss to FC Zenit St. Petersburg. Dinamo Kiev 2-0 draw with FC Porto. The game that saw Iker Casillas now in the sticks for the Portuguese Giants. Bayer Leverkusen 4-1 winners over Bata Borisov. Really wasn't expecting anything dramatic to happen in that one. So that
concludes day 1 matches in the UEFA Champions League. I don't know if we could get it on screen for you. Europa League. Selected fixtures. A lot of matches to be played, but before we go on the break, selected fixtures for you in the UEFA Europa League. Let me see if I can get some from here for you as we wait for it to come up on screen. Ajax, let me just, okay, that's it on screen. Ajax will take on Celtic. Fenerbahce will take on Molde. Anderlecht will take on Monaco. Some of these teams you would expect to see in the UEFA Champions League.
They have so much history. Ajax, for instance.
Tottenham Hotspur will play at home today. Apollo Nicosia takes on Schalke. We'll see if our boy gets to play. Talking about Chinedu Obas. Athletic Bilbao take on FC Augsburg. Bordeaux take on Liverpool.
Liverpool, five-time European Cup winners
sometimes
now.
this could have been a UEFA Champions League
Wow.
game. FCCL take on Rubin Kazan, and Dortmund.
Even Dortmund.
A step down
Wow.
against FC Krasnodar. So these are some of the selected.
So difficult to play the UEFA Europa League.
Tough.
So difficult.
And,
you don't want to. I always remember Alex Ferguson always saying, "Look, don't even. I don't want to wake up
guys,
and find myself playing it."
I think it's a compensation that the Europa League winners now play in the UEFA Champions League, because before you can become a winner of the Europa League, you will have played a lot of matches more. Than somebody playing the UEFA Champions League. And I think it's only fitting that the winner of that competition gets an automatic slot into the UEFA Champions League.
That's what Sevilla, that's what they're enjoying at the moment. All right, it's still sports this morning. Let's go on this break, and definitely when we come back, the show will continue. Yes, it's all about Jose Mourinho. Jose, he never stops talking, and we'll just take a look at what he has to say when they beat Maccabi Tel Aviv at Stamford Bridge 4-0 on the night. And when we come back, the show continues. Don't go away.
The feeling. For so long, we don't win a game. So good. Good feeling. The penalty we missed, I think, was a big test for us, because when everything goes against you, red cards, penalties against you, decisions, unlucky, injuries, and you start a game that you have to win, and after 5 minutes you miss a penalty, I think is a great test to the character of the players and the team. Opportunities for minutes, but he's having minutes. You know, I can imagine for all of us to wake up tomorrow after a defeat, to go to Cobham again, to train again after a defeat. 2 days before a derby against Arsenal, I could imagine how difficult it would be for everyone to wake up tomorrow after another defeat. So the victory is very, very important. It's very important.
To win this competition?
No, I think it's sad. I think it's bad. I'm not happy with that. I want Man City, Man United and Arsenal to lose in the Premier League. I don't want them to lose in the Champions League. So it's not good for us. Season after season, difficult for English teams to be successful and start the group phase where you can make 12 points, and out of 12 points you make only 3, is bad news for English football. In many cases is the human nature. You like people up, you like people down. Rooney was a disaster, and certainly he beat the record with England, and certainly in 2 days he was not a disaster, and he was the best player of the history of English football. This is your nature. You like up and down and up and down. And it's not like that. You know, Rooney is a fantastic player when he's not scoring goals. He's a fantastic player when he scores goals for England. I am a fantastic manager when I win matches, and I am a fantastic manager when I lose matches.